Hey everybody, this is DJ from Vigier Guitars, and I'm here today to show you how to set up a Floyd Rose tremolo system. This is not particularly unique to Vigier, this method. However, with the Vigier and our neck system, this is the only step involved. So normally you would have to do what I'm about to do and then make an adjustment to your truss rod, but with Vigier, since the necks don't move, we don't have to do that. So a lot of people get very intimidated by Floyd Rose. It's a pretty gnarly looking system. There's a lot of moving parts. It locks up at the nut. Obviously, that's what gives it its stability, but it's also can be a cause for frustration and anxiety for a lot of people. So this guitar, I just got back from loan from Chris Buono, and for whatever reason, it's in standard C tuning, and I have no idea what strings are on here, but I'm gonna guess 12s because they're pretty tight. So I like where he's got the bridge set already, and so if that's the case with your guitar and you just want to change string gauges or tunings, this is what you need to do. First, you need to block off the trem. You need to keep the bar from moving this way or that way. So what I use is business cards because they're pretty disposable and they're nice and thin, so you can get pretty accurate. So I already measured these out earlier, and this is where I like this. So you want to stick in something. It doesn't have to be business cards, it could be anything. I had to cut these up to fit in between the springs. And so now the trem isn't going anywhere. And of course, check to make sure you like where the level is on the bridge. And since I said I already measured that out, I know this is good. So I like mine perfectly parallel with the body. It looks nice and it gives you the perfect amount of pull and push. So now all you gotta do is restring the guitar with the strings that you want. In this case, I'm putting on a set of 12 to 52s, and I'm gonna string it to standard E. Like I said before, this is in C standard right now, and I'm gonna go to standard E. So let's do that real quick. I mean, you don't even have to block them before you take the strings off. That's another option. You could just do this after the fact, but it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass. And if you're not using the Vigier trem, it's a double pain in the ass because most trems pivot on knife edges instead of needle bearings. So if you pull all your strings off, you're really likely to have the whole unit shift on the post. So that's kind of a nice thing with the Vigiers. There's a lot of wiggle room when it comes to doing stuff like this. You got to restring it. So let's do that. Now we got our strings back on. They're not tuned up yet, but you can see the bridge is where we want it to be. Double check to make sure that's the case when you're doing this. And then tune to your desired tuning. Normally this is the part that gives everybody a vicious headache trying to figure it out, because if you don't block your trem, as you tune one string, as you tighten one string up, the other 5 go slack. Once you get your strings back on, it's super important to stretch them before you do anything else. You want to stretch them, make sure your tuning is stable with the bridge as it is currently. So I'm in standard E now, a little flat. The strings are stretching themselves as they are wont to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and stretch these, and then we will tune back up and then remove the blocks. We're stretched out, we're in tune. Now this is where all of our minutes of effort culminate. So what you want to do is throw your trem arm back on, hold it where it's at, and then pull your blocks. So I have a feeling I'm going to need to tighten the springs quite a bit on this one because, like I said, it was in drop C, and I think the strings were even lighter. So now you can slowly let your bar go forward or backwards if you're going in the opposite direction. So this is a mess. Look at that. You don't want your trem like that. And also, now you're way out of tune. It's floppy. So all you have to do now is tighten up your springs until your strings are back in tune, because we already had them in tune when the bridge was where we wanted it to be. So we're just bringing all the strings back into correct tension simultaneously, and that's it. There we go. It's back to level, and check it out. In tune. That is how you get your bridge where you want it. And of course, throughout this whole process, the action has remained exactly the same. It plays just the same as it did before. And that is how you set up your Floyd, your Vigier Floyd Rose Tremolo, or your Vigier 2011 Tremolo. Either one, both works the same. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Gear Gods for letting me demonstrate this. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything, you can contact us at vigierusa.com, facebook.com/vigierofficial, Instagram at vigierofficial, and or you can email me directly. It's just dj@vigierguitars.com. Thanks.